The biggest challenge will be to make sure that the company doesn't bleed. We managed to secure $1.1 billion contract. 85% of our sales goes to
2024 has been wow for Malaysian small cap index, hitting a 10-year high as we speak. It's one of the best performing markets in the region. I've wanted to dive deep into small cap stocks, but I didn't know where to start. Then I found RHB Small Cap Jewel 2024 edition, packed with all the insights I needed. Get your copy with the link in the description. After flipping through the ebook, I was hooked and I wanted more. So I'm interviewing the CEOs of these small cap companies, and here's the fun part. At the end of each episode, I will ask for a gift from the CEO and pass it on to the next guest. By the end, we'll see how much the final gift is worth. It's going to be a fun and engaging adventure as we uncover the stories behind these small cap gems. Let's see what treasures we can uncover together.
Okay, so in this RHB Small Cap series, we have interviewed consumer products, we have interviewed tech companies, we interviewed a manufacturing company, and today we have a very special guest coming from heavy industry. We're talking about really heavy stuff. Today, I'm very glad to have Mr. Michael Ho, the Executive Director from PA Resources Berhad. Now, what does PA Resources Berhad do is actually they are involved in aluminium extrusion and also fabrication.
correct.
Sounds very technical. Perhaps maybe, Michael, you can start off with explaining to us what does aluminium extrusion and fabrication is all about.
We are actually an aluminium company. We are extruder, and also we have smelting as well.
Oh, you also have smelting?
Yes, I do have smelting. To take you a little bit more onto this aluminium is that we have this raw material called ingots. We melt it and then we cast it into billet, and then we will extrude it to clients' need.
So the raw material is called ingot,
Ingot,
and then you melt it, which is called
Yes,
smelting.
correct,
And
correct.
then you cast it into the shape that you want it
Billet
to be.
the billet sizes
Okay, the billet sizes.
And then only I extrude.
Extrude is a process of what actually?
Extrude is the process of aluminium extrusion press to extrude profiles need by clients' requirement. They give us the profile, the design, then we use the die and produce the aluminium extrusion.
So put in short, extrusion is like shaping the aluminium to
Correct,
a
correct.
certain shapes.
Yeah.
Then from there, then you fabricate also, right?
Yeah, from there, depending on my clients, if some of them they want it to be anodized. Other than that, with fabrication. Like I said, fabrication requires precision fabrication. Whether we cut into sizes or we do punching or drilling, depending on the profiles that the client require.
I guess in the Malaysian stock market, when we talk about aluminium, right, I suppose the first company that people always talk about is Press Metal, right? And Press Metal is very heavy into smelting, which is a very energy-intensive kind of business. And in order to bring down the cost, they have their facilities based in Samalaju, Sarawak. You are based in Peninsular Malaysia. In terms of the electricity tariff, it's no doubt it is higher than what it is in Sarawak, right? So why PA Resources never thought of moving the facilities to Sarawak, but instead keeping the plant here in Semenanjung?
There's a two different business. That one is processing of alumina to ingots. Then from there, the ingots we only smelt.
Okay.
We
So
melt.
after that process, only PA Resources?
Yeah, PA Resources, we buy raw material, is ingot already. It's not the alumina they produce, whereby I think they get it from Indonesia, if I'm not wrong. But the world biggest is, of course, China, and then Australia and Brazil. But we are not at that side.
So therefore, you're not as energy intensive.
Yeah,
as
we are
them,
not as that.
Okay.
We are strictly extrusion and smelting, producing our own billet for our own use at this point of time.
Okay. So what is the biggest cost component in your production?
For aluminum extrusion, the most cost takes up the most will be the raw mat.
The ingot.
The ingots.
Right.
Okay, when we buy the ingots, we have our own furnace and we will produce our own billet. From there, the billets will be used to extrude profiles by the clients.
You came into PA Resources in 2017.
Yeah.
And when you came in, the previous management was not doing that well. So what was the biggest challenge that you faced on your first day of work, if you can recall?
My MD and I, both of us worked very hard. The biggest challenge would be to make sure that the company doesn't bleed. So what we did was, of course, restructuring of the organization, and then we looked into every department, every corner for cost cutting, as well as identify some good potentials. After 6 months, we managed to secure a deal to keep us going, which is in December 2017. We managed to secure a deal which worth about 600 million ringgit for a period of 3 years.
Oh, can you share what deal is that?
The deal will be we do for a solar company. Our financial result from the day we took over, the first year, of course, we didn't profit. Subsequent year, we make about close to 9 million ringgit. And from there, every quarter, I always meet the fund managers. I tell them that it's a double-digit growth.
Double-digit growth,
Yeah. Until
Since
today.
2017.
2018. Last year, we registered profit after tax more than 31 million. And we are looking very good this year.
If I'm not mistaken, your borrowings also quite healthy one.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
Yeah, correct.
But I always thought heavy industry, you will require a lot of borrowings lah. You need to buy a raw material first lah.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, correct. But that's where last time when we first started, we have issues of getting supplier to supply us materials and all these things. Slowly, with our how we manage our finance, we improve from time to time over the years. We are very healthy in terms of financial.
How did you overcome that? You need to convince the bank that I need this money so that I can turn around the company.
I think we did not get from the bank.
Oh,
what we did was we did private placement. Those people who did the placement have a trust in my MD. He has many years experience. So I believe that part is his area. He managed to get the funds in and we managed to turn around the company.
But the determination has to be so strong that you have to...
I must also give the credit to all my colleagues in the plant. We have all very committed managers who work day in, day out for the company. We make sure that we fulfill our orders. We deliver till today. We managed to secure another RM1.1 billion contract. This is the fourth extension contract. Coming to whether we are able to deliver, so far we have a lot of upgradings of our machine, and then we are able to deliver as per our contract.
Well, fourth extension means they're really a very, very good customer to have.
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
I think yesterday, First Solar also released their earnings result. It was fantastic. It was above analyst expectation and all that. So I suppose you all also would benefit from their positivity as well, right?
Yeah, so far we are not in the position to discuss on the future plans yet. Because normally, before we sign a new contract, it's normally about end of the year. My contract ends in 2025, so we still have 5 more months before we further discuss our extension again.
Can you share with me, right, when you go into all this contract discussion with First Solar, which one come first? Do they tell you like, oh, I have this order pipeline in hand that I need to deliver in the next 2 to 3 years, and therefore I will require PA resources to supply 1 billion worth of aluminium products? Or is it that, okay, I lock you down first because I want to secure the price. I want to lock down the price first, and then only I see whether my business good or not, and then I order from you subsequently?
Of course, they will ask us of our capacity, how much we can do, and what's our future plans and expansion and all these things. Prior to signing the $1.1 billion, we told them that we are going to do expansion. They say, okay, show them what we are doing, how are we going to do our expansion, how much we can contribute to their orders. So which we did, and we presented to them, and then that's where we secured the 1.1 billion. Moving forward, we have just also acquired a piece of land, 18 acres of land, not too far from my existing plant. We are in discussion on this. We meet quite often, at least 2-3 times a year.
This new expansion is mainly for fulfillment for First Solar?
I wouldn't say 100% for First Solar.
Okay.
Of course, like I say, in 2023, in June, the board unanimously decided that our chairman, Tan Sri Changkong Choi, should come in as the executive chairman. And he, together with my MD, they have plans for future expansion. They drawn up a plan. That's why we secure a piece of land of 18 acres somewhere near our existing plant.
So it was with Tan Sri Chan's assistance, then you managed to get a piece of land?
No. It's not his assistance. He sit down together with my MD on the bigger picture to see where are we heading to. They are very experienced businessmen. Tan Sri Chan, of course, you know him.
Yeah, he's the former Minister of Transport. Right?
Yeah, correct. And also my MD, he has many years of manufacturing experience. The bigger picture is they will, what do you call that, draw up the plans
I know First Solar is a very, very, very important customer for PA Resources. But apart from them, right, do you have any other substantial customers that contribute to the revenue of the company?
Currently, our existing plant, we actually approximately 85% of our sales goes to
First
export
Solar.
market for solar.
Okay.
The remaining 15% is our local customers.
Mm.
So therefore, in our new factory that we acquired, we may diversify to other areas. Like I said, my MD, Tan Sri KK, is in the plantation industry for many, many years. So in fact, we actually started doing a little bit of aluminium products for plantation industry.
How does plantation and aluminium jive together?
I shall let you know from time to time.
Oh, okay,
From time to
okay.
time, I believe my IR will be able to do some press releases
Okay.
once we are successful in the area. But we have started actually.
Okay, speaking of diversification, because if I understand correctly, Tan Sri Lau, he is also involved in Fajar Baru, right? And Fajar Baru is in the construction business. So does PA Resources complement Fajar Baru in any way, or it is not related at all?
We don't supply anything to Fajar Baru.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't supply anything to
Okay,
Fajar.
so it is a totally independent
Yeah,
company
independent,
altogether.
yeah.
Aluminium used to be a very interesting raw material prior to year 2020 because it had a period of very, very low price. I think that was the point PA Resources suffered as well.
Yeah.
So today, I think the price is pretty okay.
Correct.
But what if we play a scenario now that aluminium price suddenly drop again to that level? What would be the strategy for PA Resources to defend its margin?
As far as our business is concerned, aluminium is determined by the London Metal Exchange,
Yes.
the price. It went down as low as $1,400 US dollar per metric ton, and today it's about $2,200 US dollar. For us, our raw material price is total pass-through.
Total pass-through.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Our margin comes from our value added, like our fabrication, extrusion charges, anodizing charges, and all this.
So in a way, I can see PA Resources like a service provider lah. It is not like a physical product kind of thing, but it's more like I provide my service to do some value add on the aluminium and then sell it to the customer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because currently most of your products goes to First Solar, right? And First Solar is, I suppose they're getting a lot of orders in their home country, in the US and all that. Do you have like some industry information about how well are they going to do in the next couple of years, or are they going to face stiff competition in the US, or how the policy there is going to shape the performance of First Solar, which in turn will affect your business?
I don't have any
Right.
information about all this. As far as I'm concerned, we are contract
Manufacturer.
manufacturing.
Okay. Just now you mentioned First Solar is contributing 85% to the top line. I think it's a bit risky because if anything happens to First Solar, then it's 85% of revenue at stake. Yes, you mentioned that you're diversifying into plantation as well. But what do you think would be a healthy percentage from First Solar? And what do you think is a healthy mix of revenue in your entire portfolio?
Yeah, I would say that if it's the main client should be about 50%.
Okay.
But I'm not quite worried with First Solar. We work very closely with them. In the agreement that states that if they want to discontinue our contract, they have to give us a 1 year notice.
If they fail to give you the 1 year notice, it's a take or pay.
You see, to me, I think solar business is a sunrise business. So as you are aware, the current climate change, the hot weather we are experiencing this few months, definitely they are going green.
From what I read, like maybe not in the US, but in the UK, solar panel is so cheap that people are using it as their house fence. I'm not sure whether there's a price war there, and then in turn they're going to come and press your price and say, you know, we also need to survive, so can you give some discount?
Oh, definitely. That's we discussed 6 months before the contract ends. We are always in the negotiation for the reduction of price.
Okay, so I suppose now you start your negotiation with them already, lah.
Should be very soon.
Should be very soon. Okay. Do you plan to look for another new customer that could potentially be as big as First Solar?
We are actually open as far as we are concerned. We are businessmen. We are doing business. The doors are open for anybody who needs a supply of aluminium.
Would you look for another solar company or construction, or
There's no exclusivity.
So you can produce for other solar also?
Yeah. Currently, we are very happy with them.
Okay. So no need to change, no need to look for other.
We will maintain our good relationship with them.
What's more important in the aluminium business? Is it the pricing or is it the quality?
I think both.
Both.
Both. Pricing is also very important. Of course, we cannot be must have quite a reasonable margin. Quality also we have to maintain. I have a very good team. To me, in manufacturing, commitment. You must have a committed staff, committed leader. All of us work very hard towards achieving our goals, and we must not fail our customer. To me, that is very important.
Right.
My whole team, they are so committed until they barely take their annual leave. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, but of course, we reward them with other things.
So what is the goal of PA Resources in the next 3 years?
Now, our main goal will be to set up the new factory. So once it's up, my executive chairman and my MD already have plans ready to roll out for the next coming years.
Okay. So the next 3 years target is to get the plant up.
Yes.
Right. Do you have a revenue target on that plant already?
We are looking at doubling the existing capacity. Yes.
Is it a straightforward comparison that, let's say, for example, your current facility can fetch like 31 million? If I build a factory, copy and paste, then it will be 62. Is it that easy, or
I won't
not so
say
easy?
it's a copy and paste. I would say I should be able to achieve 80%.
Okay.
Easily.
Easily.
Yeah, easily
80% of that 30
yeah,
million
yes,
in your
yes.
first plant.
Yes. We did 31 million, 31 plus last year. This year, the announcement should be soon.
And you have a dividend policy?
We do not have dividend policy, but based, you can check on the records in the Bursa. Last year, we paid twice dividend. But of course, we want to reward our shareholders if we do well.
You think this 2 times payment is quite sustainable going forward, even with the expansion coming?
I believe we will be able to make it.
Before I let you go, I have something for you. I have a small gift from my previous guest from QS Group Berhad.
Okay, thank you so much. I have something for you as well.
Okay.
T-shirts for you.
Oh, T-shirts from PA Resources.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you can show it.
yeah.
Wow, this is also money can't buy.
Yeah,
got money also cannot buy one because it's printed
I
PA
have
Resources.
3 different sizes, M, L, and XL.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, Michael.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, Frankie.
All right.
Thank you.
Hope all the best
Yeah.
to PA Resources with
Thank
its
you.
expansion.
Thank you.
All right.